Okay. All right, going up to the mayor's report, we'll try and make mine a little shorter. I think that this past weekend was a good weekend. We had a pretty successful meet with the mayor and have coffee. We kind of had standing room only here. So they all scared me. No, I'm just kidding. No, it was really good though. Honestly, we had almost 100 people here. And I think we were here for every bit of 2 hours solid. And we never stopped going back and forth about a lot of things that we're working on in the community. I don't think that there was really any bad takeaways at all. I think it was relatively positive for where we're heading. Not like we don't have any issues or problems. Every town has them, but I think that we're facing them head on. I think that we came out and we showed that we're working as a team as well. The aldermen were here. I know that we covered our treasurer as well, as we typically try to do, is represent everybody here. Our attorney came by as well, so fortunately we didn't need you for anything, no. so I thought I made them all mad, but no, I didn't. Actually, I think that the one thing, we talked about everything from streets, the typical things that you talk about, street sidewalks, trees and all that. And I think for them to get the news about the things we're going to be able to do and kind of do it relatively effortlessly this year is a good thing. So we won't have to work hard because we put some labor in to get where we're all at. One thing that I think that we want to continue to spread the word of, we're working on the application process, and we'll be coming up with an ordinance for the rebate. We've used Crestwood as one model. Country Club Hills is another. I think Country Club Hills did their last one in 2010. We'll come up with that exact figure that'll be rebated back to the community between $400 and $600 per household. That'll be, the qualified people that will get a homeowner. And I think that's a great thing and good testament to you all as a council for getting us there. So you all definitely, I'm very proud of all that you've all done. So that was a big thing. I want to mention that I'll be with the clerk tomorrow night. I think that we're trying to make some strides in all the areas from the clerk's office. We've done a lot of things in the finance department through the years to get us where we're at. So we'll keep supporting one another. And then I want to mention just I don't know if we met since the Thornton's groundbreaking, but did we meet about a since? I don't know. Did we have a meeting since the Thornton?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So everybody knows about that. That's a good thing. Okay. Finally, everybody knows that it's there. We've been talking about it, and then it finally happened. So that's a good thing. I just know I mentioned that was on my notes for some people who had not known about it. It's like, well, we don't have to keep telling them it's coming. It's finally started. Next Tuesday, May 7th, come out to the West Side Block Club meeting at 6 o'clock at the VFW. This will be the first one. We have an East Side Block Club currently. And Alderman President Lofton is the president there, and he is going to expand to the west, make it easier for the West Side residents to be engaged and be involved in the community at that block club. I will be there as well. And that is the end of my report. And Mr. Champion, you're up.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, members of the council and members of the public as well. Just real briefly, I wanted to give an update regarding the smart poles that we were awarded close to $1.2 million like a year and a half ago. The IDOT has requested for stamped and sealed engineering drawings and photometrics for submittal and review. So our engineer from RJN Equazi has submitted that information there, and I talked to the owner of IntelliStreets today, so they're looking forward to breaking ground and installing those poles sometime, hopefully in June or July.
Good.
And that's going to conclude my report this evening.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Go over to automatic award reports, and we'll start with Alderman Barron, and if you would cover me with the police chief. Okay, thank you.
It's sad to announce that a retired lieutenant of the Markham Police Department, Ted Clayton, has passed away at the age of 87. He served the community for 36 years. He was my first supervisor when I was on the job. Lived here, raised 3 kids here. Wonderful man, and he will be missed. I'd like to extend my personal wishes to all the mothers in the community. Mother's Day's coming up. We won't have a meeting before then, and we're having a Mother's Day luncheon Friday. So, and that's usually a good time. There's always a surprise or two there. We're into the grass season, and at least the way the rain's been coming, the Public Works has been able to get in 2 or 3 days a week, and getting ahead of this thing, or staying even with it. I don't know that we could ever get ahead of it, but the residents got to remember too. Don't let that grass get too high. We got the cicadas coming, which is going to be something. We haven't had them for 17 years, so I can remember the last time. It was kind of messy. We're doing some work in the 3rd and 4th ward on ditches. Some of it we need engineering help, because some of these ditches, we need to set a new grade. So we're trying to get our streets that we have collapsed culverts. We're trying to get those done, and then in the meantime, we've engaged an engineering firm to start looking at this. And we're also looking for some help from some of the grants that Mr. Champion is working with right now. And with that, I will close my report, Mayor.
Thank you, Alderman. I wanted to leave it to you, and Ted Clayton was a good friend to all of us. He was a constituent in your ward, and you worked with him. I worked with him too. When I was the fire chief, he was the chief at the same time. I know I used to complain that he made more money than me, but he was older than me, so he was supposed to make more money than me. But we had a great time with.
And it's worth mentioning, I didn't think to mention it, but his father is our Public Works Superintendent, Todd Clayton.
Yes, his son, yes. Yeah, his son,
Oh,
yeah.
son, okay.
And so, yeah, he's him and his family been here a long time. Definitely, he was just a great guy. He was a good guy. So we sometimes we can't say that about it, but yeah, we definitely can.
Well, we could definitely say he was a Markham guy.
That's right.
I mean, I think he moved here in 61 or something like that.
Right. Yeah. Okay, we'll go over to Ward 1. Old Lady Hampton. Good evening.
Good evening, Mayor. Good evening, Mayor. Good evening, Council President. Just real short. That was an awesome Saturday. I think many of the residents were really shocked to see how we have advanced in the administration forward within the city, and knowing that it's not going unheard their concerns.
Right.
Council address, one of them, and I think they all left out with consent.
Pretty good,
So
yeah.
I think it was Happy Mother's Day to everyone. We advise again, there's a meeting after that.
Okay, going over to all the Lady McDowell, good evening.
Good evening, Mayor and City Council. Just want to remind everybody, the Mother's Day brunch this Friday at noon at the Park District. Also on Saturday, the library is having the Mother Day Paint and Sip. That's from 12 to 2. And for those of you that didn't know, Miss Cannon, our former city clerk, she lost her sister, so that funeral will be in Fort Smith, Arkansas on next Thursday. So let's keep Miss Cannon in prayer. And Mayor, my list is too long to read tonight, so you will receive that tomorrow because there are plenty of pages.
It sounded like
Pages
it,
in the report.
it sounded like it when you sent me the text.
And that's the end of my report.
So we will meet, lady, I know it's that time of year. You won't hear me as I didn't make any excuses at the coffee on the dais. You know, sometimes things got changed, so you won't hear any excuses when people are screaming about something ain't working. It is what it is, we're gonna deal with it. Okay, good evening, Alderman Bertrand, if I can say happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, I forgot to tell you, happy birthday. Alderman.
Had to bust you out.
I'm sorry, I had it on my paper to tell you, and I just, yes.
We had to get you, so, no report, okay. I know that the clerk wanted to mention something else as well.
Yes, I just wanted to mention that the clerk's dinner this time is not open to the public. Unfortunately, we'll do something for the public soon, but that's for all of the clerks in the south and southwest area in Illinois, so.
You'll give us a report.
And the mayor actually will be our guest speaker.
All right.
And it's Clerks Week starting next week, so it's just an exciting time.
So you'll tell us all about it, and tell everybody how bad I spoke to everybody, right? So
You'll do well.
Next meeting, so. Okay, with
Mayor
that.
Agpawa,
Yes,
I'll make a motion that we open the floor to the public.
okay, if all in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. If you haven't signed in, you can sign in to address the council. You'll have 3 minutes to address us, and you can go over to the podium as you're called and address the city council.
Pamela Duke.
I'm gonna try to make this my 3 minutes my name is Pamela. My name is Pamela. I am because I'm pretty heartbroken. I understand that we need the council to approve a wellness therapy center on 159th Street at the Animal and that location is always on for animals. I just feel sad about that because I was set to close this week. And I put my application in for business license over 8 weeks ago. And I never heard anything about it. This would be my first brick and mortar business. And the business was set to be a therapy center where there are therapy services just like me, stressful jobs, people like me, and just, people that are working hard in different situations where they need help, dealing with those. Therapy helped me where I am today. From a teenage mom, therapy really helped. And there's something was to have Himalayan salt some other spot services, and just wondering like what what made you come up with decision not to report up there for wellness center on I just really don't understand that. $10,000, very small business that will lose. And now I understand that for an offer. But when I put my application in, I spoke to the application, unknowingly, she told me that she couldn't foresee it being denied, and I took that to heart, not knowing how this works. My first brick but my company, has been in business since 2018, looking to expand it now, licensed there. I just wonder what made you guys come to that decision. That animal clinic was here for a long time, 35 years, since moved to Homewood. But I work currently to county sheriff's police around on therapist on staff for the SVU unit. So I'm always at the courthouse. I've not seen one person walking dog last year. Back and forth to work. So I just wonder. And again, I'm very sad. And I wanted to request and I get in writing so that I can try to recapture some of the $10,000 that are out.
I'll just address you briefly. I do know that your application has gotten to us administratively. I know Mr. Champion, Building Department, and there was some review. And when it was put side by side with the comprehensive plan, that area wasn't going to be zoned in that for anymore. Now, I think that there were some other places that it would be allowed in the city, but
Yeah, and I mentioned that, so that particular business district is not zoned for that, but the city of Markham definitely is open to the business, just not in that business corridor.
What kind of zoning is that? Because 159, there are so many buildings and we rather people with no income, with no wellness.
well, yeah, well, if you want to go through that process, and see if the planning board or this council would deviate from the plan, that's going to be up to you. But typically, the reason why you went through the process that you did is to try and let you know ahead of time. But you actually you kind of did a little different, another way.
Yeah, I was waiting for a minute, I never got a chance to sit in front of you and present what I wanted. And the application says a possibility, so I wanted to come here tonight I don't know. People rezone off. I know that you guys have ideas, but I feel bad for the sellers who never sell that property. I know for a fact I've had a lot of input for none for any other clinics. So, yeah, I just thought that therapeutic services be perfect there. So, if I am denied, may I have a denied with the verbiage in there that will say that you're only zoning 24 hours.
Mr. Champion, you can get back to, you can get with the attorney, and you all can figure out how we can manage that, okay?
And Mayor, as you and the council already know, we deal with individuals that come in the city that they just open businesses and not go through the proper process. We have people that have been misled, and they have signed leases without coming before the diocese and our city council. So there's a workflow and process here that we have. And when people try to circumvent our processes here, it kind of leads to situations like this.
Right, and that's not to say that, that you, no, I wouldn't say that, that's not what we would say, but there are that do, let me tell you that. But that is just part of, learning how, how business goes. That's kind of what you went through as a hard knock of the business. But Mr. Champion will get back in touch with you after you talk to the legal counsel about how they can help you navigate that, okay? All right.
That's all.
So one more question, does that mean I should be there? Because in my case, I'm recaptured.
Yeah, well, we certainly don't want to see you hurt. We've seen other people hurt like this before, but we have to let the legal counsel decide if we can do that or not.
If you can give me.
Yeah, we have to, yeah, we'll have to do that, because we didn't officially deny you anything. That's the point. It's just not, it's not zoned for that. Now, if you want to go through a zoning process, then maybe you can get denied. I don't know.
So how do I find out?
We're gonna call you.
This is not the form, how do I find out? How do I find out what this? And I'm.
Yeah, well, you can get with Mr. Champion, and he can tell you that. Okay. Okay, thank you, Mr. Champion. Okay,
That's all I have.
all right. Then close the,
Make a motion that we close the meeting for the public?
all in favor? Aye. Ayes have it. Is there- Okay, all in favor? Aye. Ayes have it. Good night, everyone.